Hello, Antlanteans. This is Antlantis. Okay, so welcome back to the Ant Times, or Antlantis Times. I feel like that's a better name. So as we all know, the walls will in fact be dropping today. So before I explain our plans for what happens when the walls drop, I will give a rundown of the last 2 days for any ant who hasn't been here. So day 1 started off with most ants spawning in the snow sector where we originally picked. Everything looked fine at first, but then we realized that there was kind of like no ores like anywhere. And for some reason we weren't allowed to mine dirt, which really sucked. But you know, after like 30 minutes, they allowed us to finally mine, which was nice, and could actually get stuff. We then migrated to a different anthole and started setting up base there. But then Rebel Pongo suggested that we set up a base at the anthill, which I'll be honest, I don't know why we didn't think of that in the first place. But it's okay because we eventually ended up moving to the anthill and it's now our home. Also, one of our diplomats, Rhinon, died after drowning, so rest in peace to our fallen ant. Massive thank you to Corrupted Neko for helping us not starve to death and doing the infinite bone meal thing. I honestly don't even know how it works, but yay, we're not starving now. Thank you to our farmers. Thank you. Also, thank you to Rebel Pongo for being our build lead. Amazing job making this anthill look like an anthill. And also thank you to Kroops and the diplomat team. They've really been doing an amazing job diplomating it.
Oh my god.
Oh, did you?
Okay, wait, don't dig down. I'm gonna come up.
You did, yeah.
Don't go down.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I spent majority of day 2 mining, so I had no idea what was going on for the most part. But on the bright side, I did in fact mine more than a stack of diamonds and I gave it all out to the ants, so have fun with that, I guess. On the building side of things, Rebel Pongo has ordered a group of ants to mine out a chunk in the anthill, which is really cool. Thank you to everyone who helped mine that out. And apparently it's supposed to be a pool, which is really nice, I think. Wait, can ants even swim? On the farming side of things, I really want to thank all the farmers for really just keeping Antlantis alive. Now on the diplomacy side, right? The seals have been really nice, so our relationship continues to improve, and we've even shared crops with a group of people called the Wanderers. Very nice people, very nice people. As for the deaths of day 2, the only ant that died on day 2 was an ant named Squibbly. But after making a totally not evil looking shrine and chanting their name, they got revived. Yippee! 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 What is this thing over here?
This is the Squibbly shrine.
Oh,
By yours truly.
Oh wait,
Squibbly.
Please.
Squibbly.
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 So yesterday I did send out a poll to see just how many of you wanted to run, and yo, that is a lot of people. And luckily for you, I've come up with an ingenious plan to help get through the maze. So first, we're gonna gather all 50 of us, right? And we're gonna charge the maze, right? There's no way that they can kill all 50 of us, right? Like there's no way. So I've been advised by the Ant Council to not do that because apparently there's too many unknown factors. So here's our actual plan. So we will split all of our runners into 4 groups, right? So when the maze opens, we will send out 2 of them. Group A will consist of me and the people I pick, and Group B will be led by Boneware. Each group will have about 5 to 7 members, and our objective is simple. First, we need to find a path to a different sector and we need to map it out. Second, we need to collect any valuables we find from the maze and bring it back. And third, we need to make sure we get out before it turns nighttime, because if you've watched the Maze Runner, right, you would know that once it turns nighttime, the gates will close, and if the gates close while we're still in the maze, we're fucked. So if Group A and B return safely, right, this is where we send out Group C and D to do a round 2 of maze running. But if one of the groups doesn't make it back and is stranded, right, that's why we have the emergency team. Yippee! This team's job is to basically just find another group that's stranded and bring them back home safely. And yeah, that is our plan for the maze today. So we will let everyone know which group they're in before the session starts, hopefully. And yeah, so while you're not in the maze today, I ask that you please be mining or farming because we need to be like fully geared up by day 4, hopefully. All right, I think that's it then. So yeah, I'll probably just end this off with a montage of me mining. And yeah, I mean, see you next time.